As you guys can tell by the title of this video, my 1995 Nissan 240SX was stolen. Yep, so my S14 was actually stolen a month ago in September. Today is like the middle of October. Car still has not been found. Before I give you guys context and a little bit of the storyline, let me give you an update of the car itself. So I picked up the S14 back in 2020 for super cheap in the sense of what 240s are going for today. Running and driving, salvage titled, automatic, and the build starts from there. For the past 5 years, I did a couple changes to the 240. You know, first getting a body kit from KBD, doing a manual swap, keeping it relatively stock, installing things like the HKS exhaust, had function of form type 2 coilovers, also upgraded the brakes, Z32 brakes, conversion lines, had to get the R33 e-brake line. I was gifted the full Works bell setup with a Nardi steering wheel at the time. Then I got a little bit ahead of myself and I wanted to do a kooky conversion. So a few years back I started buying everything for the conversion. Bought everything from Z1 Motorsports brand new with the headlights and the hood shipped to my old house that I used to live with my old roommates. I was so excited for this build, ended up buying a kit for it. I wrapped it once. A storm happened here in California. Unfortunately, the wrap went to shit, so I rewrapped it, spray painted some things, and that's how it sat. And then last but not least, I brought my absolute favorite dream wheels in the whole entire world, Work VSKFs. Man, I pulled the plug on those and I was so happy. But relative to me, for those of you that don't know, who might be watching the channel for the first time, I do dance. That is something that I do other than what I do for my work. Dance has been a huge part of my life for the past couple years. So every time I worked on a car, I didn't really have time, but I tried to make it work. So things like swaps, things like that, in terms of money, wasn't really present, so it had the stock KA the entirety of the time. And it wasn't until a couple months back this year that I had saved up enough money to buy a full complete swap that I'm refreshing right now. And that motor happens to be an RB25 DET. I rented a truck to go and pick up the engine and the whole swap. It came with everything. I'm refreshing the motor, not a pro at refreshing engines or anything, but that engine and everything was supposed to be for the S14. So now that we have a story of roughly about the S14, S chassis is something that I really love. I know that a lot of people are really new to S chassis. I've been watching the same videos since high school, you know, wanting to get into S chassis. I used to have one that I bought with my own money for my second car years back, straight out of high school. My first car was an E36, and then I ended up buying a S13 automatic at the time with my own money when I was working over at Amazon warehouse. So that was my first S chassis. But now that we have a little story on the build that I had so far with the S14, fast forwarding to today, giving you guys some context in the sense of how it got stolen. So from last year up until now, me and my girlfriend, we moved out on our own. We live in an apartment complex. Before that, I was living with a bunch of friends for the last couple years, moving from house to house. So I was able to work on the cars because we had a driveway, things like that. You know, I was able to store my tools. Now we moved into an apartment. We currently live here in San Jose, California. Shout out to the Eliminate boys and all the other car boys. But to give you guys context of what happened in terms of the S14, it was stolen out of my apartment complex's garage not once, but 2 times. In this apartment complex, we have a gated garage that's multiple levels, but whoever was able to break in, they got into the 240, they cut my seat belts, they tied it to my bash bar, and they pulled it with a different car. And as crazy as it seems, people are desperate when they want something. So after the first time it was stolen, it was actually found, I brought it back. Only thing that was taken was my Nardi steering wheel. Fast forward a couple months later, it was stolen a second time, and it is still not found. There is one video of someone that seen it on the street, but once I got to that spot, the car was not there anymore. I remember at this point in time, I was receiving messages and I got pictures of the 240. While I was teaching, my heart dropped. Everything was stripped. You know, things are replaceable, but body kit was gone, headlights were gone, the wheels were gone, windows were smashed, you know, completely vandalized and stripped apart. Some of the interior was stripped. And once I got to the scene of where the car was last seen by someone, it was gone. So at this point in time, a little over a month from when it got stolen, the car is nowhere to be found, which sucks. It really sucks because you put all this work and time and energy into something just for it to get taken. But the car was no means by perfect at all. And yes, I know that there might be a lot of questions in terms of what did the apartment do, what happened in terms of everything like that. I did take all the proper steps, but you know, nothing has been seen yet. So that is what's happening right now in the sense of the channel. I know I always tell myself to upload more, but I haven't. My girlfriend always makes fun of me because I'm always watching the same videos from high school every so often. The videos that really made me want a 240 in the first place. You know, stancing them out. And I was almost there, so close. You know, attending events like RAF, things like that. Seeing some of the homies' car builds really inspired me to keep going, even when I wanted to give up on the car stuff. But now this just took me a step way back. The fact that we all have to get older, we all have to adult, money is tight, things like that. But it's not gonna stop here. It will not stop here at all. Just a really big major setback for myself, but also for the things that I want. We have future goals for myself in terms of car stuff and for this channel. I don't know. Another update is I did have a 2015 Civic Si that I owned for a year and I got rid of it 3 months ago. I'm currently driving an EK sedan that I bought for pretty cheap. I'm doing a little build on that, but the car is pretty shitty. Tags are expired. I had to change the whole transmission. Suspension's going out, but it gets me back and forth. So I got rid of my FB6. I didn't put it on the channel because I didn't vlog for pretty much a full year for my daily for some reason. But I hope that I can start to upload more. But also, even though that this happened to me, I don't want to leave on the low. You know, I am devastated, but you know, one day we'll make a comeback. Hopefully soon. Most likely getting another S chassis, building that from ground up. I still got that RB25 that I'm planning to put into something. But once the money comes and once the right opportunity knocks at the door, then we'll be building that, and hopefully I can start to attend these drift events and be out in the car community even more. But yeah, that's the update. As much as it sucks, you know, we'll be back. Thank you guys for watching. If you see anything, let me know. But other than that, PPAVU out. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. How do you feel? I'm happy. Is it nice?
Yes.
No, it's so ugly.
I mean, at least you can drive.
You can see it. Oh, I try to be cool. Oh, there he goes. Oh, we got ourselves an S14, boys. Driving back, 4-hour drive. Let's go. Shoo! We still got a long old drive right here in the woods. You me up there, EK. Got the S14. Oh, I'm so happy. Chew!